Today on Peppercoat BBQ, join me in my first cook using the Only Fire Rotisserie on the Weber Kettle. This is epic fire roasted chicken. This is the stainless steel rotisserie kit from Only Fire for the 22-inch Weber Kettle. And I gotta tell you, I'm really excited about this. In fact, the day that I bought my Weber Kettle, the next day I placed an order online for this rotisserie kit. And while there are a great number of things you can rotisserie, wait a minute, is that the act of rotisserie? While there's a great number of things that you can put on the rotisserie, it just wouldn't be right to start out with anything else than a whole chicken. So that's what I have on here today. Now, I'm gonna take you back to the beginning and kind of walk you through the steps of the setup and bring you to where we are now, but check out this, just a sneak peek. Setup for this cook today, I've wrapped about 3/4 of my charcoal grate in aluminum foil. I've set up my charcoal rail over here to hold the charcoal onto one side. Put a water pan in here, and I'm just lighting up some lump charcoal that was left over from a cook, mixed in with some briquettes. I decided to go with this configuration and keep my charcoal all the way over on one side instead of putting charcoal on both sides, because that way when the chicken is coming around, it's only getting that direct heat off of one side, and hopefully that'll prevent it from getting too dark. The stainless steel rotisserie ring fits nicely right on the 22-inch kettle. There is a mount over here that I did have to attach. It comes with the 2 nuts and bolts to attach it. This is for your motor. It slides right into place. And I'm gonna put the lid on and leave my vents open until we get up to temp. While the grill's coming up to temp, we're gonna go ahead and truss up this chicken. Now, I did take this out of the pack last night. I trimmed the tips off of the wings, trimmed it up a little bit, gave it a salt brine. It's been in the fridge for probably around 18 hours now. But the first thing that I want to do is truss this chicken. Now, I am no authority at trussing chicken, but I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'll start by putting this string here in the middle of where my neck is. That way it has a good place to catch. And you're going to want to put it around your wings and come back here underneath this breastplate and just give that a good cinch right there. Now I'm going to come around, come up, make you a little cross right there. Bring that in tight, tie these legs together. Once you get it trussed up or tied up, then you're going to put it on the rotisserie. We're settled in at 350 degrees. Now I want to stay between 325 and 350 on this cook today. I think that that'll give us a good blend of getting some smoke flavor, cooking kind of slow, being nice and juicy, but also enough heat to render out that fat, crisp up the skin a little bit, and keep it rendered so as it's rotating, it's kind of self-basting. So let's go ahead and get our rotisserie set up. So we're getting ready to put our chicken on. First thing you want to do is check for your balance. And you can see there that breast side is heavier. And the Only Fire kit here, let me go ahead and put that in place. This Only Fire kit comes with a counterweight. So I'm going to put the heaviest part to the bottom, and then we're just going to tighten this counterweight up here. Also has this part that slides, so that'll give you maximum balance there. Okay, so we're rotating really well. You'll see that I left my rack in here. I'm going to put a couple of baked potatoes in there in just a little while, or actually they're raw potatoes. They'll be baked potatoes when they're done. You know what I mean. So as far as seasoning, all I did last night was the salt brine, and I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to let the rotisserie do the work. Now, instead of basting with olive oil, I'm just going to hit it with this olive oil spray. And then I have a little seasoning that I mixed up myself, and I will put these ingredients down in the description, maybe even up here on the screen. There's a little rosemary, thyme, oregano, garlic, onion powder. I got a little bit of, not much salt in here, some black pepper. That looks pretty good to me. Get between you little legs here, buddy. Now here comes the hard part. We wait. We're an hour and a half into this cook. The internal temperature is showing 130 degrees. The thermometer on our Weber Kettle is showing just over 350 degrees, but the ambient temperature on our probe is only showing around 250 degrees. So I'm gonna let you take a sneak peek, just don't tell anybody. And then we're gonna open up these vents to raise that temperature just a little more. Oh boy, look at that bird. Check this thing out. Skin's not really crispy. That's okay though. It's working on it. We still got a little ways to go. Like I said, we're gonna raise that heat up there. But man, it is looking great. Those juices, as it's going around, it's basting itself. Nice. It's been 2.5 hours total now on the chicken. I did add a little more lump charcoal. The vents are open and that's brought that temperature up. It was sitting around 425. It's come down now to around maybe 415 or something, but we're temping out 165 in the breast. So we're going to go ahead and pull this off. I'm going to wrap it up in aluminum foil and let it sit for maybe 15 minutes or something. Let all those flavors kind of meld together. But check this thing out. You can see how that skin is torn. That was tearing out of that leg. I know that's nice and tender. Our skin's tearing over here a little bit. That beautiful brown color. I'm glad I only went with the charcoal on one side. Man, that thing looks so good. I'm gonna get it off, get it in the house. It's been about 20 minutes since we've had this wrapped, and I wanted to wrap it because if you buy rotisserie chicken in the store, they're usually in those little plastic bags. And again, it just gives all those flavors time to work together. But check this chicken out here. You can see all the juices that's come out of it in this pack. So I got this leg off. I'm gonna give that a try, and then we're gonna cut this breast. Man, that is so juicy and tender, and a great flavor too with that rub. Check out this breast. Let's cut this open. Let me get a little slice out of here. Oh man, look at that. Look how juicy this is. Look at that. You see the juices coming out of that? Let's try this in a little of this. We'll call it chicken au jus. Oh yeah, that breast is just right. Nice and juicy. All right guys, so we know it doesn't matter what I think. Let's see what Miss Peppercoat thinks. She's gonna try this little piece of breast here that I cut off for her. Getting her a little of that chicken au jus.
Good.
All right, that's very a winning smell.
Yeah, very juicy. Delicious.
And let's see what Bailey thinks. What do you think, Bailey? Is it good? Yeah, she says it's good. So winner chicken dinner. The Only Fire Rotisserie, that's a winner. The Weber Kettle is a winner. This is a great way to make chicken. I would highly recommend you give that rub a try. I'll put it down in the description. And I'm really excited about this rotisserie. Can't wait to get something on there again. So I'll see you here next time on Peppercoat BBQ.